Diego si Immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad mo
Sumi, but the rest of the team, especially Xavius and this Primal Beast, it just feels like they're going to be ready to be aggressive. And that's something Talon has.
Tombstone or Soul Rip yet. KP, he will eventually do so and try to fight back. Natsumi is doing the exact same thing, and here comes Q with the Spike Carapace and the Impale trying to put a halt to Lelouch, but he is not giving up. KP will get chased down to the ends of the earth, and they will secure the POS 3 Undying. First blood to the Batrider.
That's a big kill. Timely rotation out.
And at the end of the day, Savage is only 7 CS ahead of Natsumi anyway. He's not having the best lane himself either against this Tide, so... You know, it's not going to be too hard for Natsumi, I'm sure. This Talon will move in. They will spot out AU on the Phoenix, but he will Icarus dive away. Q still going to land that Spike Carapace with the damage of that Icarus dive, and AU eventually might just drop, but Savage ends up going down to Force. Meanwhile, the Onslaught is out from Xavius down towards that bot lane, but he's going to get called up and will drop. Hyde able to take that kill on the Primal Beast. But Savage dies top lane solo to the Tidehunter. Meanwhile, bot, they're still going. Lelouch still trying. KP, he'll drop the Tombstone, but does end up going down as now a nice Impale Q. Landing on 2 of them. That'll be Lelouch to go down. Natsumi, he does at least get the Tombstone. Still a great fight for Talon down a bot lane. My only problem being, John,
They're confident in their late game fights. Lelouch.
Oh, Q. He tried to jump up to the high ground. Still a very nice Impale. Tombstone to be dropped, but there's your lasso. And the BKB committed right into the egg. That'll be KP to drop, I think. So he will try to run with the Soul Rip. It's not going to be enough. Force takes him out on the Tide. Maybe they don't get the Tombstone, but who the hell cares? Q, he's going to move back in, but when you see Force in that Tide, you know you can't deal with him. He's got a Wraith Pack and a Hood of Defiance. Makoto, he'll pop the Dream Coil mid lane. He caught 2, and now Savage, he's caught 4 in the Chrono. But do they have the damage? Lelouch dropping low to the Mystic Flare does go down, but now the Ravage out as well. Force gonna try and turn this one around. They will pulverize Savage. Q will cop the Onslaught. Oh, that is an awkward. That is a very... Lasso is there immediately. They found the KP Undying. He'll drop the Tombstone and pop his BKB. He's running out of there. KP is barely going to make it. They will try to get the Tombstone down, but now Savage, he'll jump in with the Chrono onto the Morphling, but the Strength Morphers there in time. He's going to be all right. He will tank through it. Now the Ravage is out. Savage, he'll keep going. He'll keep trying to get the damage out. But Force is a force to be reckoned with once again. He's just tanking through all of this. They'll try on to Xavius instead. Go for the Primal Beast. They will stun him up and lock him down. Savage, he picks up a double.
Oh boy, that was quite the back and forth.
Fire Spirits. They're going to wrap around into that Radiant Triangle. Nobody spotted yet. Q with the Vendetta just rushing forward, trying to find a target. He may spot out Natsumi. Instead, Force is going to be the first one to get seen. This Force, he doesn't have Ravage this time. Lelouch going to jump in for a lasso attempt. Doesn't really want to pop it onto Q yet, but will be forced to onto the Nyx Assassin. They will find one. KP in trouble, gonna pop his own BKB. Still has the Tombstone dropped as well, so they do try to move in onto that Undying. Meanwhile, Force, he will back off. So will Savage and KP, but Xavius, he will pulverize the Void. Savage in big trouble, is gonna time walk away once again. He will survive. KP will also survive for now, but the Onslaught is gonna fly through. KP does get caught out, somehow still alive on the Undying, but the Sunray surely gets the damage out and does. But here comes Savage on the Void once again. He'll drop the egg on the high ground, not allowing Xavius to drop, but Savage, he might go right back in here on this Void and will onto the cliff. Meanwhile, Makoto, he's the one getting the damage out in the backside, finding Lelouch and finding Xavius. Onto AU, they will find the Phoenix as well. 3 down for Polaris. And Talon, they are onto the Roshan once again.
Throughout Roche, they are showing a lot of respect to Polaris. Polaris looking to reform here.
Oh, they've got Chrono.
Chrono!
Lelouch, another quick blink out on the Batrider, but it may not matter because the Spike Carapace and Impale from Q is going to lock him down, but where's the follow-up?
Hyde?
Yeah.
Roche?
Died to Roshan, apparently. He'll buy back. Natsumi gonna get bashed up here by Savage, but he's got a double damage rune active. He'll try to fight, but he's out of mana. Makoto gonna chase him down. Impale's off the mark, but Natsumi, he's gone without buyback. Here we go again. Roshan will get started. Lelouch die like this. Lelouch is gonna be just fine. And they will back off. Polaris, they've got to be careful though. Savage, he's got double chrono available now. Looking for some targets. Nobody's showing up yet. Makoto, he's going to get caught by the pulverize. Savage, trying to get within range for that chrono. He's not close enough. He has a time walk. He'll commit it. Lelouch, he does finally get taken up, but there's your buyback on that Bat Rider. Another rock throw. Forcing the BKB out from Savage. Meanwhile, Chrono is out again, but he has not caught out Natsumi. He only got the Phoenix AU and now the Ravage Force. He will try to turn this one around. They've got the sight, the vice on the void. Savage somehow still alive. Right? Oh no,
Savage.
he rewinded. He rewinded. That's a misclick. He'll buy back. Q. He's gonna drop as well. Makoto back in onto the tide, still trying, but Force is too tanky. AU, never mind. Makoto, he'll take him down. Savage right back in, looking for the dieback onto AU. Might just have it. Lock him down and take him out. AU's gone for 100 seconds. But they do force some buybacks out from Talon. The one being terrible timing for Talon if they're not careful. Makoto, he's a big target, but he does have Aeon disc up. He'll blink right in very confidently, trying to buy some information and time for his team to make their way over. Who are they aiming? KP was the target. Chrono on the backside. Natsumi, he got caught out on the Chrono. Savage, he'll refresh another time. Natsumi's gone.
Oh no.
He's got buyback. He'll be back into the fight. No chrono available now for the side of Talon. Force gonna jump in. Still has the Ravage. Does throw it out again. That's the second one available as Q. Will go down on the Nyx Assassin. Another rock throw from Xavius. There's your lasso out onto KB. They've got the Undying, but he is still alive. Instead, they'll go on to Hyde. KB, he's in dire straits. He will be left alone to go down. Polaris. Onto the high ground they go. There are 3 heroes down on Talon. So annoying with that, just being able to just run around. Just no terrain necessary. Dealing damage, just walking over people. Tanking you up. He's got 4.3k HP on this void. He's tanky. Force. To get jumped. Lasso, meanwhile, on the backside, they do find the Skywrath Mage, so Hyde's going to go down, but Force is in big trouble. They will save with the egg, though. AU is not going to allow it. Savage, he's going to jump in, but the X-Stun is there. They lock him down. He gets no chrono yet. He'll keep going, but there's your Ravage out, connecting on 3 targets. Now the lasso holds down the void. Savage, he buys back. This is dangerous for Talon. They've got to be careful. Polaris, in the meantime, they lose Lelouch, but the side of Polaris, they're the ones that need to back off now. Natsumi, he's in trouble. He'll die back, or rather just die, but he does have buyback as AU. He will go down. That's an actual dieback on the Phoenix. It's Makoto. We'll keep going. Force will be fine.
Ravage less in the repository. No egg for the next 70 seconds. Another side of Vice coming out, this time from Xavius.
Force, get jumped on. KP, he's right in. Force is dropping a little bit lower. Spy Carapace, they call Lelouch. He's going to be so cautious with the chrono. Going to lock him down, Savage. That's a dieback with the Bat Rider. Another chrono. He's caught Force this time on the tide. But Force does have buyback. He'll need to commit it here, and will do so as the coil is there, locking down Xavius. Force, he'll move back in, so will Natsumi. The silence is out, the Impel locks him down. The Morphling, still fine, but for how long? He'll try to go for the fight, but there's so many silences. Natsumi's gone. That's it. Ravage is out. Force is trying, but there's no follow-up damage. Talon, after 66 minutes indeed, it looks like they have done it. As Force will drop, GG is called. Oh, it was a real back and forth game number 1 here between these two. But what a game 1 it was. We said it would be close, John. I didn't realize it would be this close.
Talon to kind of take care of that. You could go for a more active core. You know how slow Talon wants to play, and they go with a lone druid. So we see the LD come out, and that has been also rising in popularity across different regions. Be able to show up with Force although down mid.
This could be a big one. Boat has been thrown out. It's just a defensive boat for the run, but Makoto, he's got a perfect angle for the Rolling Thunder. Still the low ground pushback is there onto Lelouch. He will survive a little bit longer. Makoto, he'll keep the chase going, and Lelouch eventually is going to drop first blood to go the way of Hyde as Savage even shows up in the mid lane and does find Xavier's. A super early rotation from Talon on the Pos 1 Void, and now there's 4 heroes in this mid lane from Talon. They have trade anyway, so Lone Draw, generally one of the heroes that pushes very quick, but for now it's just going to be a very even trade as mid lane. Xavier's going to get knocked down to the low ground once again by Makoto. KP is there to back him up, however, so Xavier's still in a spot of bother in the toss back right into the Rolling Thunder. That's teamwork if I've ever seen it. Lelouch still is around with the boat. Makoto, he's going to cop the whole thing. He does get a shield crash, but it is not going to make the difference. Force holds him down with the pulverize, and they do take out the mid Pango.
And it's a good trade to take. You trade each other's bigger ults. In fact, it's a little bit better for Talon, because the Chronosphere is off cooldown a bit sooner. So it's not much of a threat on Savage. They're looking down mid here, though.
Going in, KP, he's going to cop it. Force, he'll try to onslaught into Hyde. Does pick up the Dazzle, allowing no Shallow Grave to come out, so Polaris able to set up for a tier 1 mid tower, but Makoto is going to move in with the Rolling Thunder onto the Kunkka. Lelouch, he'll be locked down for a while. But where's the follow-up damage? Savage, he got rooted up. KP trying to help with the dispose, and now the Sonic Wave. It's going to buy some time at the X-Back. Savage is still going to drop. Polaris would not allow him to run this time, as Force will charge forward. He finds KP, and they even got Makoto. What a fight from Polaris. Great coordination from this dire side.
This is Void. The push threat is always there. And if you do want to play that slower game against the Lone Druid, well, it just grows bigger and bigger. The bear becomes a massive issue. You don't have the best burst damage on hand, but Talon's draft is sneaking around here on Polaris.
Hyde, Pulverize is there. He'll tank the gank for the team. Force, he'll still be happy to take the kill. He's more than happy for any kill right now on the Primal Beast. Hyde's been doing a great job with this position, though, making sure he doesn't allow the opening. Meanwhile, bottom side, Xavier's will be chased down. There's an opening for Talon. Another support to be picked off. KP, he'll take that one on the Marcy. So support for support going down. A little bit more valuable here for the side of Talon.
Options.
They're taking towers fast here, John. That top tier 2, look at the HP pool of it. Natsumi, it's one thing as well, like you can always split push with this Lone Druid, and now Doom out. KP, he's a much bigger target to be able to pick off for Polaris, and they found him. Onslaught is there, follow up, and he's gone. That's a big one.
Yeah, it does bait out the big spell, so KP in a way is buying some space here, but they can't afford to lose more off the back of it. Q.
Get caught. Lelouch will throw the torrent boat in, times it perfectly, no blink to come out. The animation halfway there, but not quite enough. Lelouch able to take a mega kill streak now on the mid Kunkka. And again, just such a powerful start for Polaris Esports. 6k advantage, 18 minutes into the game. They even found Makoto now. No mana available, they'll pulverize him up, and they've got the damage. Force and Lelouch, they are just a menacing duo this game too. The Spirit Bear form off in time. Savage, oh, the Doom came out. Xavier's, he caught the Void. No Chrono available. And Makoto is going to get caught by the Pulverize. They'll Shallow Grave by a little bit of time. A nice Sonic Wave. Hyde actually saves the day here for the Pango. They are looking to turn this one. Lelouch also caught out. KP with a great rebound in. Force, he will be KP Onslaught, but it's not far enough. Savage, he'll get the Chrono eventually. Hyde has turned this one around. The Pos 5 Dazzle with the saves. Rather Rax is under siege again. Rock Throw is there. Makoto, he'll pop the Rolling Thunder. Back onto the Lone Druid. They're going to try to force the fight another time, but the boat is going to fly in. KP still going with his BKB out. It's a lot of damage onto Natsumi. He's still alive, however. He'll try to walk away. Makoto continues as well. Savage will jump in. They got Natsumi. Once again, the Lone Druid is down. They make it happen through the BKB timings, but now the turnaround with a great Train Frost. It's not enough. Shallow Grave onto KP is going to buy him a little bit of time. AU is gone. Force, he looks very gone as well. That's 2 team fights in a row to go the way of Talon. They throw their bodies at the mid-racks for a second time. Makoto, he might be the one to break the smoke. Force might see him. Makoto sees them first. Onslaught is there. Force, it's a bit too short. AU gets the gaze off with a great ward on the high ground into the rock throw. Now the chain frost. They've locked down the void. Pulverize is there. Sonic wave out. Savage, he pops his BKB. He's still fine and Xavius is gone. Now the Chrono. He's got 2 targets, or rather just the bear and the primal beast, but he'll go on to Force. Onslaught away. Force right into the loving arms of Makoto. Will get stunned up. Now they've got the Conquer. That's Lelouch gone.
Oh my god.
Not again. They have done it a third time.
What do you have to catch? They've been catching Hyde before. They need to do that again. If this Dazzle stays alive, the game is just so difficult. And mind you, this is Hyde without something like the Aether Lens too.
AU, he goes for a D ward. He's caught out. Xavius tries to jump in. They've got the lone druid, Natsumi. He was locked down by Makoto. Still is. And there goes Xavius. He is gone. On the Doom, onto Force, on the Kunkka. Everyone is melting. Oh, Roshan's available as well. Polaris, what have you done? What have... Rude is there. They've got Savage locked down, but there's your Shallow Grave. Hyde, he's not going to allow it. You have to find this Dazzle. Savage, again, going to avoid the stun this time. Makoto, he'll go for the Rolling Thunder. Connecting on 2. They found the Kunkka. They've got the Kunkka locked down. Lelouch, he's in trouble. AU, he gets caught out as well. He couldn't help out. They'll have to buy back. They'll have to buy back and try to defend. The Doom does not have buyback available though. The Doom is right underneath their own vision. Torrent is there. Rock throw is out as well. There's your Doom out. Xavius, he casts it on himself. Sonic Wave will push him away, however. Now Savage, he gets caught out. Shallow Grave though, Hyde, again gonna save the day, but can they save him through this Shallow Grave? The Gaze gonna hold him down. Savage is gone. That's a great start. Polaris, they'll keep trying, but Makoto, he's doing so much damage on the Pango. As KP gets caught, but Hyde's gonna save him again. Natsumi, he has been left behind on the bear and he is taken down. KP, he'll pick up a double. They're thinking about going high ground once again, even without that bot lane, so they could try and protect this creep wave through a Diaglyph if they wish. Savage, throwing it up, stunned up, Tidal Wave, Scythe of Vice. Damage is there. Natsumi trying to pump it out as Force. Gonna miss the onslaught, and now the Chrono in the backside. Natsumi, he's caught. He did not get the bear form off in time. He is gonna die, but he has buyback. He'll commit immediately as now the Doom is out. Xavius with the Chain Frost, slowing down Makoto, who's underneath tier 4 towers for some reason. We'll buy back. In we go again. The Doom's still going. Savage now in trouble. Has the Aegis. We'll have to expend it. That's the first time. Meanwhile, KP will rush in as the Marcy, but cannot hold down the Doom. Can you keep fighting without the Doom of the Xavius? That's the question. Because Talon, they don't seem to think they can.
Boy. They're just going to be able to clear out the last set of racks. One more up top with just a range. Polaris, without the Doom, this team fight feels awkward.
Yeah, and they go again. Lelouch is gone, no buyback, refresh on the Chrono. Savage doesn't even need it. GG is called. Polaris Esports. Oh, they were so close. Savage. They were so close to getting a game 3 as Savage. Fountain diving.